Today we are talking all about earnest money, so let's go. Hi, this is Sarah Pinger with 1086 Realty Group at HomeSmart here in Glendale, Arizona, and today we're talking all about earnest money. And of course, the first question you're going to ask is, what is earnest money? Earnest money is that good faith deposit that you are going to put into an escrow account, showing the sellers that you're serious about buying the house and that they can take it off the market. Usually, I recommend that your earnest money amount be 1% of the purchase price. So if you're looking at a house that's $400,000, you'll want to put $4,000 at the very minimum into an escrow account. Now, of course, that is the very minimum. You can definitely put more, and the more money that you put into the escrow account, the more serious you look to the sellers. So that can help your offer stand apart from any other offer that they may receive. So your next question would be, when should earnest money be deposited? And I always recommend depositing earnest money within 48 hours of contract acceptance. So if you go under contract on a Monday, you'll want to deposit it by Wednesday. If you go under contract on a Friday, you want to do it by Monday. Thursday, I try to get it. If you go under contract on a Thursday, try to get it Friday, but Monday is acceptable as well. When you deposit into an escrow account, you're going to deposit it with a title company. And the nice thing is a title company, most of the title companies here in the Valley will send someone to wherever you are, your house, your place of employment, wherever you are, to come pick up that earnest money from you. You can send it as a personal check. It could be a cashier's check, money order, or you can contact the title company and then have the money wired from your account into the title company account. If you're going to do something like that, you got to be very careful of wire fraud. So be sure that you're talking to your real estate agent and the title company directly to make sure you're getting the correct wiring instructions. Wire fraud can be a whole nother video. But yeah, you can also wire it into the title company's account as well. So whatever is most convenient for you. Of course, the question is, what happens with my earnest money? So the first thing that happens is the money gets put into an escrow account, and then we start to work on our inspection period or our due diligence period. So an inspection period is, in Arizona, it's the first 10 days after your contract is accepted, or any days that you and the seller agree to. It could be less as well. But typically it's the first 10 days after contract acceptance. During that time, you are going to do any and all inspections that you can think of. So you'll want to do your roof inspection. You definitely want to check out your HVAC. You definitely want a home inspection. In fact, that's the very first inspection that I always recommend, is a home inspection. Then you could check sewer systems, you could check for termites. There's all kinds of inspections that you'll want to do during this due diligence period. And other investigations that you want to do as well. Drive the neighborhood, talk to the neighbors, drive to and from work. All of these things that you have to do during the due diligence period. When you're in your due diligence period, if for some reason you decide, you know what, this just really isn't the house for me, the HVAC is too old and I don't want to upgrade it, it's too far of a drive to work for me, or the neighbor next door plays drums in the middle of the night, whatever your reason be, if you cancel that contract in those first 10 days, you will get a refund of your earnest money. So no matter what, in those first 10 days, or whatever your inspection period is, if you cancel, you will receive your earnest money back. If it's outside of the 10 days, there's only two other contingencies that would get you your earnest money back. The first would be the appraisal contingency. And remember, this is outside of your inspection period. So if you agree to move forward with the house, then you go into your appraisal. The appraisal contingency says that if the house does not appraise for what you have it under contract for, then you can receive a refund of your earnest money as well. There's other things that can happen during this time. You can renegotiate terms. So if for some reason the house does not appraise for what you went under contract for, you can renegotiate terms. The seller can drop the price. You can come in with cash out of pocket as long as your lender allows it. Or like I said, you can cancel the contract and receive your earnest money back. So that's one way, another way you can get your earnest money back. The other way is the financing contingency. Now, if the lender for some reason issues a loan denial, you can receive your earnest money back based on that loan denial. Now, if your loan denial is because you didn't lock in the loan and the interest rates skyrocketed and now you can no longer afford it, that is not a reason in the state of Arizona for you to receive a refund of your earnest money. So you want to be sure, very, very sure, that you and your real estate agent discuss when you can and when you can't cancel the contract to get a refund of your earnest money. That is very important. Okay, so what happens? You decide you move forward with all of your contingencies and you're gonna go ahead and complete and purchase the house. You've done your inspections, you're great with the house, you're moving forward, the house appraises, yay! It appraises above value. Let's say it appraises for more than what you put the contract on. That's even better. You got instant equity. And then you get approved for the loan. Everything happens. And you get down to the day before and you say, you know what? That house down the street just came up on the market and I really like that one a lot better. I'm going to cancel this contract and get that other house. In the state of Arizona, you would not get your earnest money back. You would lose your earnest money. So you have to be very careful and you have to talk in depth with your real estate agent to make sure that you understand what's going to happen if you do cancel the contract at that point. Now let's say that you meet all the contingencies and you still want to buy this house. You're moving forward. So what happens at close of escrow is that earnest money that you put down gets put or applied to whatever you would have to come to the table with. So let's say, for instance, you have to come up with $10,000 at the end of the day to pay for your closing costs and everything else. If you put down $5,000 earnest money, the $5,000 gets applied towards that $10,000 balance, and now you only need to come to the table with $5,000. So I kind of call it my prepayment on your closing costs, which that's exactly what it is. It does get applied to your closing costs at the end of the day. Well, there you have it. That's all you really need to know about earnest money. I appreciate you guys watching today. I do post a new video every Wednesday, so if you want to be certain to get notifications, hit that little bell. And please do subscribe. I talk about everything and anything there is to know about real estate in Arizona. And if you are interested, you definitely don't want to miss out. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.